Yo, what's up? So this is me playing Kassadin carry in PBE. This is the last day actually of the PBE before they released set 9. And I was just getting into PBE to practice, learn some stuff before I play rank on set 9. And you couldn't really play on PBE before this because the queue was so long. And if you actually like this type of video where I do commentary, go over what I was thinking and what's happening while I'm playing the game, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you would rather just watch me cut down the gameplay into just highlights, just showing you the best parts of the game. And here you see me being offered Riftwalker for my first augment. I've seen Riftwalker being played on live streams and it looks really fun, so I was thinking of going for it, and I equipped dual gauntlets because that's the item I already have. With Riftwalker, what it does, basically, if you don't know what it is, you increase Kassadin's damage and remove the buff on Kassadin's ability, so you do more damage when Kassadin casts his ability without the health shield, without the stun. So basically, you're just making Kassadin be your carry. So that's why Dual Gauntlet is one of the items that I really wanted to give to Kassadin Riftwalker, because with the amount of damage that you do when you're doing the ability with Kassadin, critting is actually really good, so that you can just one-shot the backline. That's basically the game plan for Riftwalker Kassadin, or at least for what I noticed when I was playing Kassadin, is you'd rather have Kassadin one-shot the backline, so you don't have to worry about the backline of your enemy. Just get rid of all the squishies and take care of the tanks, unless the enemy has melee carries. So here you see I picked up a Warwick. I went for Juggernaut so that we can have more frontline, because ideally for this game I really wanted to have a solid frontline. Juggernaut is gonna be our frontline for now, because that's what we're offered, but we're gonna get rid of Juggernaut later. I just wanted to have a solid frontline because with Kassadin is a Bastion unit, so I would rather have lots of Bastions so that Kassadin can tank more damage. So here we're going on to a 4-win streak, which is really good, because with Riftwalker Kassadin, especially if you have a good item like JG and Kassadin this early, you are set to getting a win streak. So here we're hopefully trying to go for a 5-win streak. So you can see I made a mistake here. I put in, because I saw I had Void in, so I replaced Poppy, put in 3 Voids, 2 Juggernauts, 2 Sorcerers. But the problem with this comp, as you will see, I will lose the win streak, is the fact that Kassadin is Bastion. I took away Kassadin's tanking, so now Kassadin is just gonna die really fast because I got rid of the Bastion. With Kassadin down, so Kassadin's gonna go down here, and with Kassadin down, I don't really have any other unit that's doing damage. So it's a 2v4, but since none of my units really do damage, Set did some damage, but ideally it was supposed to be Kassadin with Bastion. I could have gone on a 5-win streak here if I didn't make the mistake of removing Poppy for Void. So I did say a while ago, it is much more important for you to have Bastion, and I didn't realize that right away, so that's on me. For the first stage, we did really well, 4-win streak. Sadly, we lost the 5-win streak, and I got Ionic Spark, which is the other item that I really wanted to put on. Although right now I am not really sure yet how Ionic Spark works with Kassadin's ability, because Kassadin's ability is that you blink onto an enemy unit and you do damage. So I'm not sure if Ionic Spark triggers once Kassadin does his ability, or Kassadin does the ability and then Ionic Spark is gonna trigger the MR Shred. So for the second augment, we're given these augments, and I was really eyeing on getting Kassadin to 3-star, because with Kassadin getting Riftwalker, I really wanted Kassadin to be a big carry, so I needed Kassadin to be 3-starred. So I'm gonna look around, see what everyone else is playing, see if there are other Kassadins. I saw someone with 1 Kassadin, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is doable. We can do 3-star Kassadin. I'm gonna hold on to this because I was thinking, okay, I can hold on to it, try to guarantee well, it's not really guaranteed, but try to look for a 3-star Kassadin, or I can use it now, get my power spike with a 2-star Kassadin, because I did see some of the people I was playing with in the lobby having Kassadins. I mean, I'm still strong for now, but later on, because I won't find a Kassadin right away, it might have been the play to just go for 2-star Kassadin here. And here I put in 2 voids and realized, okay, you need to find another void, because you go from 3 to 6 to 8. I thought it was gonna be 3 to 5, and then I realized, okay, so I can't put in more voids. I have to stick to just having 3 voids. I won't try to reach 6 voids because it's gonna be hard. With Kassadin being the carry, it's much more important for me to make Kassadin tankier and then have better frontline units. So I went up with the player with a 2-star Kassadin, and I lost because I didn't really have my 2-star Kassadin yet. My carry was not strong enough yet. I need my carry to be stronger, so I probably should have used a duplicator on Kassadin there. And here I am eyeing for either a tier or a glove, because the next item I want would be Hand of Justice. The Hodge, I could go Shojin and make Kassadin do his ability more often, but I decided on holding on to this tier. Try to look for a glove later on because I really wanted Hand of Justice, because I really also wanted Omnivamp so that Kassadin will live a little longer. I got so many Rek'Sais. I decided to use the duplicator on Kassadin because yeah, I'm not getting any Kassadins. I rolled down quite a bit. Decided to put in a Rek'Sai, have a better frontline, because having Vel'Koz at the back wasn't really helping me much. So having a better frontline was the way to go here. And here, having a 2-star Kassadin was actually pretty big for me because I was doing damage that I wanted to do. Sadly, my frontline is still not the best. I have no tank items on my frontline units, so everyone just dies before Kassadin is able to do something. Also, it took Kassadin quite a bit of time to take out the back unit, so that's not good. I need to be able to take out the back units a lot faster, deal more damage with Kassadin, which is why Hodge would have been perfect here, or just maybe have Shojin so I can cast more often. Well, having a tier on Kassadin is just really important, so I could have just probably kept the tier on Kassadin and then wait for either a Hodge, a glove for Hodge, or if I just never get it, put in Shojin on Kassadin. Still didn't get the items I wanted. I got a bunch of tank items, so at least I got tank items. I put in Taric because I noticed I can put in 4 bastions now. So this is really big for Kassadin. Can make Kassadin live a little bit longer, because with 4 bastions, Kassadin is a little bit tankier now. So I remove Swain, put back in Vel'Koz, which I think is not really that important. I don't think that was the right thing to do, because with what I have right now, I have 4 bastions, 4 voids, 3 sorcerers, which is really awkward because the voids and the sorcerers aren't really doing much. The extra void isn't really doing much. The additional void unit is pretty good because I have some sort of just a little bit more frontline. But having an awkward +1 void and +1 sorcerer is actually not doing a lot for me, because having more voids isn't really making Kassadin stronger. And for the third augment, I'm offered Sable's evolution and the augment for Bastion. I was thinking about picking up the void, but of course I can't go for 6 voids. I need Kassadin to be stronger, so I picked up Morning Light so that I can make my bastions live longer, because what it does is as soon as your bastion units are below 50% health, they heal damage. So having more healing is really big for Kassadin. And I also realized I haven't put in the tank items that I wanted to put in a while ago, so I'm gonna put them onto Poppy, put a belt and gargoyles on Poppy, so that we have a good tank unit with items. So the reason why I put it onto Poppy is because I was thinking of replacing Poppy with a better Bastion unit later. So far so good because Poppy is tanking, but I still have a really awkward board. I think the way to go here is just remove one void. So remove Malzahar or Vel'Koz, add in right now maybe a Bruiser because I have so much Rek'Sais. You can see I have 2-star Rek'Sais and 2 1-star Rek'Sais. So I have 5 Rek'Sais. I have 6 Kassadins. I have a good chance of hitting a Rek'Sai 3 as well at this point in the game. Probably putting in a Bruiser now is much better. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. So this is actually my first time playing this board. Also my, I think, second time playing a game in PBE. So I was just trying to feel things, and I didn't realize right away how bad my board is because the extra void and the extra sorcerer is just wasting space on my board. Right now here I see Zeri with a glove, so I really want to pick it up for the Hodge. Thankfully no one picks up the Zeri. I guess no one just wanted the glove, so I pick it up. Finally have Hodge. I'm gonna put this on to Kassadin, so I have some Omnivamp. Kassadin is full build, just waiting for a 3-star Kassadin. And we also get a Masterwork upgrade because in this portal, in this region portal, you get a free Masterwork upgrade at 4-5. I'll obviously use it onto my carry, who is Kassadin. Thinking about either Covalent Spark or Fist of Fairness, I go with Covalent Spark because I saw the line where you heal 1% health per second. But thinking about it now, I think I made a mistake. I think it was actually supposed to be upgrade Hand of Justice for more Omnivamp, because since I'm not playing Kassadin as a tank, I'm playing Kassadin as a melee carry, Omnivamp is actually so much more important because I can do more damage with upgraded Hand of Justice. Doing more damage means I'm able to heal up more instead of having a passive 1% heal 1% of my maximum health every second, because that's not really gonna help Kassadin. Omnivamp is gonna be so much better, so I think I threw here by upgrading Ionic Spark. I also saw that upgraded Ionic Spark would increase the range of its effectiveness, so I can MR Shred up to 3 tiles. So I was thinking, okay, I can MR Shred up to 3 tiles, which means if it works the way that I thought it might be working, where it doesn't activate as soon as Kassadin blinks, maybe it's much better to MR Shred 3 tiles away so that as soon as I blink with Kassadin, they are the MR Shred. But yeah, I think it was a throw by not going for upgraded Hodge. I upgraded the wrong item. But I'll look into it more. They try this build again, and yeah, this is probably Hand of Justice diff, unupgraded Hand of Justice diff. So here I roll a bit and I see that I'm just down one more Kassadin for a 3-star Kassadin. So I try rolling a bit more, looking for that last Kassadin, but I don't hit it, and I got a bunch of items. I think with this set, you actually get a lot more items without having the portal, without you actually going to the portal that gives you more item loot. You just get more items in general, I think. So I got so much more items. I put Warmogs on Poppy. I think the play was actually supposed to be, instead of Warmogs, have Redemption, and then put those items on Taric, because Taric heals. Here I find the 3-star Kassadin, so that's a big upgrade for me. I also see that I only have one more Rek'Sai to look for a 3-star Rek'Sai. So the reason why I'm not putting items yet, I have a bunch of items on the side, is because I was thinking if I can hit the 3-star Rek'Sais and then put items on the Rek'Sai, because with items I have, I could have put Titan's Resolve, Hand of Justice, Edge of Night, a bunch of items that I could give Rek'Sai if I ever 3-star Rek'Sai. So I was thinking if I ever hit it, I'll probably put it on Rek'Sai. But yeah, I probably should have put items for Rek'Sai already because I was just one away. But as you can see, I'm doing so much damage with Kassadin. Sadly, the enemy has a 2-star 5-cost unit, so it took a while for me to take down the Aatrox, but I got Kassadin to do 14k damage, which isn't even the highest amount of damage I'm gonna do this game, as you will see later. So I roll down a bit, trying to look for the final Rek'Sai. I'm getting a bunch of Tarics, but I'm not really trying to go for more Tarics. Although I put in Shen, because Shen is a better Bastion unit compared to Poppy. But yeah, I said this a while ago, it's actually probably so much better to have 6 Bastions. So probably keep the Poppy, put in Shen, and find another Bastion unit, because my backline, I didn't really need a backline. You can see Kassadin is doing a lot of damage, while Malzahar and Vel'Koz are actually not doing a lot. Yeah, as you can see, my backline units aren't doing that much. So yeah, I messed this up. Put in 6 units, remove Malzahar. Either do that or put in one more bruiser for Vel'Koz, since I was actually looking on putting in Vel'Koz, and this guy already has 4 Vel'Koz, which is not too much. I can still look for the 3-star Vel'Koz. Roll for it, 2-star the Shen, find the Rek'Sai. There we put in Bloodthirster because I've picked up the Bloodthirster in the carousel. And then I put in Protector's Vow on the Taric, and IE on Rek'Sai. So I have 2 3-star units, my 2 carries, makes my backline even more obsolete. Actually, probably should have put in 1 bruiser. I wasn't really paying attention that much because I didn't really understand this set yet. So yeah, the enemy player has a 3-star Garen, a 2-star Aatrox, and a 2-star Gwen. So those are really big. Kassadin has having a hard time 1v1ing the Aatrox, takes too much damage, can't fight the Gwen. So I lose that battle. It just goes to show how upgrading the Hand of Justice is actually so much better than upgrading a Ionic Spark, because fighting the Aatrox a while ago, I was doing a lot of damage with Kassadin, but Kassadin wasn't healing enough because Kassadin didn't get the upgraded Omnivamp. Just basically healed much more with upgraded Hand of Justice. So I messed up there. I see that, yeah, I made a mistake. These aren't the best in slot items for Kassadin. Nonetheless, Kassadin is still doing a lot of damage. It's carrying a lot. Here, I finally decide to level up and finally put in the bruiser that I was needing for Rek'Sai. I needed to put in a bruiser much earlier. Yeah, still an awkward board with 4 voids and 3 sorcerers. I'm trying to look for either a better bruiser or 2-starring the Vi. I decide on a locket so that my frontline can take more damage. So I decide to use this locket on Shen, make it so that Rek'Sai and Kassadin don't die immediately, or at least has a shield so that they do a lot more damage before they die. Yep, you can see how strong Kassadin is, just casually 1v3ing at the back. Here we do 21k damage. Still die though because of the healing that I could have gotten with upgraded Hand of Justice. So Kassadin is doing a lot of damage, but could be healing a lot more if I just upgraded the right item. So now I'm either looking for a 2-star Vi or a better bruiser. I find a Sedge, put in Sedge, and then yeah, we have a better frontline unit with Sedge. I decided to pick up Ashe because I was thinking with Sedge I could put in Freljord. I forgot actually to move Shen, so Shen didn't even shield Rek'Sai and Kassadin. Nonetheless, look at that damage by Kassadin, just casually 1v4ing at the back. I think this should be a win for me. And Kassadin ends with a staggering 25k damage. That was the most damage we did that game. That was a lot of damage. Also found Lissandra, which means I am actually gonna go in for Freljord. Finally getting rid of the awkward 4 voids and using Shen to shield Rek'Sai and Taric. So I moved Kassadin and Rek'Sai to the left. It might have been a mistake to move all of my units with items on the left side, because I was just trying to avoid the Gwen, because the enemy has a 3-star Gwen, and Gwen is doing a lot of damage here. Gwen is just really strong. I wanted to damage, I wanted Kassadin to kill the enemy team's other units before getting killed by Gwen. But everyone else just gets deleted with a 3-star Gwen, 3-star Garen, and a 2-star Aatrox. So that was a loss for me. So something I learned with this is, yeah, okay, I realized afterwards 6 Bastions is probably better. I had an awkward 4 Void 3 Sorcerer for a really long time. Put in a Bruiser as well. And Hand of Justice had to be upgraded rather than Covalent Spark. But this is really good for me because this is my first time playing this comp. And it went really well. Not too bad. So if you like this, comment down below if you like it. Let me know if you want highlights more or a commentary like this. And follow me on twitch.tv/PHFaust where I play live. And subscribe to my other content. Thank you so much. Peace. Bye-bye.